Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tenek127 and welcome back to another Skyforge PlayStation 4 video. And today's video we're going to be talking about, the possibility of PC and PS4 crossplay, merging servers, and we're also going to talk about the possibility of PC players being able to transfer their character data and all that kind of stuff to the PlayStation 4 version. And I actually have a tweet that I brought with me today straight from the Skyforge developers and community manager Killshift himself, so there's no mixed up information, no kind of confusion or anything like that going on with this scenario. So give me 1 second, I'll throw the picture up here for you guys so y'all can see it. But also I'm going to read out loud, what it says. PSN will have completely different servers. Everyone will start off fresh rather than a new player and a veteran player gap. Meaning no server merging, no carrying over your PC characters and stuff like that. They want a fresh start, fresh server and everything. A special shout out to my boy in the Discord community, JayMadIV, because he also made a really good article today that kind of touches more on this, explains what was going on and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you guys the rundown for those who don't know. Skyforge launched in 2015. It was a brand new sci-fi MMORPG. A lot of people complained about things with the gameplay, stuff with the UI and stuff like that. So they released this huge patch called the Ascension patch, which simplified the game, dumbed it down, made things a lot less complex. Some people liked it, some people didn't. However, that from what I hear, that messed up a lot of player base on PC. There's still a decent amount of people playing. The MMO is still playable, still has pretty decent fan base over there. But it's not the way it was when the game first came out. Now, from my experience and from the people I know that play Skyforge on PC, every single person I've talked to, and this is all of them, not just a few, this is all of them, every single one I know that plays on PC says the game feels more comfortable with a controller. And a lot of people say the game's very console friendly. It feels like it belongs on console. It's been simplified. A lot of PC players even accuse the developers of making this patch to simplify the game for console. Well, I'm going to tell you guys that's where you're wrong, because if that were the case, if they did that to the PC version to simplify it for for console compatibility, don't you think in that case they would be merging the servers so we all could be running the same type of game? Just saying, for those knuckleheads that keep making that silly accusation. But yeah, so there's that. Long story short, it kind of looks like at times that they just gave up a little bit on the PC version. I don't think that's the case, because they don't really run the wikis and stuff like that. The players do. So I think a lot of players that dropped in, the hardcore ones that were really into the game, that just really didn't like this update, a lot of them fell off. Me personally, I appreciate the update. Anytime I see a developer take a big move, repair a game, especially based off of player feedback alone, that's a one-up in my book. So me personally, I would have personally appreciate something like that. If I didn't like how the game felt, I would then I'd be a little sketchy about it or whatever. But honestly, I'm a console guy anyway, so this really doesn't affect me. I know in this video right now it looks like I'm just just sucking them dry, like but I'm being honest. When I see developers make moves like that, especially like I said based off of player feedback, it's a turn on in my eyes. It's a big one up in my book. So anyway, guys, what I'm going to do for you now is read this article from my boy JayMadIV, who put this in our community Discord, which I think is a really good thing. And I'll leave a link to this article in the description below so you guys can check out yourselves. It's in the PlayStation 4 versions subreddit. It says Skyforge for PS4 is essentially a brand new game. This is his own public service announcement. For those who don't know, Skyforge was released last year for some time on PC. However, in October, an update called Ascension, this update made major sweeping changes to the game's core functions and mechanics. PC players did not like this and left in droves. The current PC population is very small. Quote-unquote gutted, dumbed down are the words used by PC players for what the Ascension did to the game. The game plays in a totally different way now, which was not the way PC players were accustomed to. PS4 releases the Allies team chance to start fresh. PS4, we on PS4 do not have the baggage of pre-Ascension gameplay to weigh our judgments on the game. Most of us won't know how it used to be, and my guess is that the devs are counting on that, hoping that we will judge the game as it is instead of comparing it to how it used to be. Number 2. My.com's community team is treating Skyforge PS4 as a completely separate entity from the PC version, not just support, meaning we have separate servers starting fresh, separate social media pages, separate subreddit, and separate Discord, etc. They seem to be encouraging a complete split between two versions of the game in every way except content development. It has also been decided that we PS4 will not get official forums. It is a fresh start in every sense of the word. And last but not least, a note on point 1. After the Ascension patch, the PC player base died so much that they stopped updating everything. All the wikis and places you would typically go for information are all horribly outdated. They all contain pre-Ascension information, most of which no longer applies. Keep in mind when you search for info, anything before October 2016 is irrelevant to the PlayStation 4 version. That is not the version of the game we will be playing. It will probably fall to PS4 players to eventually fix the wikis and database sites and whatnot, if the game is popular enough on PlayStation 4, that is. Very good article by JayMadIV. I think he's got, you know, a lot of relevant points in there. Says a lot of good things. But honestly, guys, what that article basically says is the gist of, you know, the story of how things have went with Skyforge. Me personally, to my opinion, I think the game's going to succeed and be great on PlayStation 4, mainly because us console players, we've been dying for MMOs for a long time. This new generation of consoles finally, you know, gives us that opportunity, that blessing, you know, to be able to, you know, do things like this. And Skyforge is the first really high quality MMO I have seen that's free to play come on console besides Warframe. And I'm saying high quality because, you know, of how it looks and stuff like that. Things like, you know, Neverwinter, DC Universe, Onigiri, they're all decent games, but this game's more on, you know, a quality of like games like Warframe and Final Fantasy 14, you know, updated, beefed up graphics. You know, it actually looks like a next generation game. It doesn't look like a PC game from like 2002. That's all I'm saying about that. And no disrespect to any of those games, because like I said, Onigiri, Neverwinter and stuff like that, and you guys know I play Neverwinter at the time. They're all great, wonderful games, besides you know, Onigiri and its lag crap. But you know, what I think honestly is, I think us PlayStation players, I think we will appreciate the game a lot more than the PC community, and that's not throwing any shade or anything towards the PC community, but I'm just being honest, because, you know, we've been looking forward to things like this for a while, and now that we have an MMO that's actually built to be, you know, console friendly, you know, it's just not some, you know, some PC port that's, you know, thrown onto us, and, you know, the controls are just, you know, tossed onto the controllers, you know, to the best of their ability. If we really want to get the full experience, we have to plug in a mouse and keyboard. No, this is actually, you know, built for, you know, the PlayStation 4 from the ground up, and that's a really good feeling. And as you guys can see, it's so console friendly that a lot of PC players are complaining about it. So honestly, what does that tell you? But anyway, guys, if you all enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tnek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out.